Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're here to help you move forward. Our board-certified rheumatologists and trained nurse practitioners specialize in diagnosing and treating inflammatory arthritis, lupus, osteoporosis, and other autoimmune conditions. With on-site lab testing, digital x-rays, bone density scans, and infusion therapy, we provide comprehensive care all under one roof. Since 2001, we've been committed to personalized, compassionate care for patients across eastern North Carolina. Take the first step towards better health today. Call Carolina Arthritis Center at 252-321-8474, 252-321-8474, or visit carolina-arthritis.com. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another incredible episode of your favorite weekend show. Yes, this is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM and 1570 AM WECU. And as always, super shout out to everyone listening to us on 102.3 FM and 1450 AM WNOS out in New Bern and surrounding areas. And as always, super shout out to everybody listening and watching on the live stream on our Pitt Perspectives website, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're getting us from. Yes, this is Pitt Perspectives, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, we're a global stage for local stories, and I'm excited to be here. As always, I'm your friend, your man, your favorite voice on the mic, the man with the juice, the man with the sauce, the man that I call Victor Ihuka. Yes, and as always, I have my two amigos, my former friends. And we have a special guest in the building. Yes, I have AY and Patrick in the building. You know how we do it. You two go, and then we introduce our guests. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah, good morning, everyone listening to us this morning. This is AY on the mic, and we're here on Pitt Perspectives, your favorite Saturday morning radio show. Wherever it is you're listening to us from this very beautiful morning, we say welcome to this wonderful show. And it's going to be an amazing ride this morning. We have a guest in the house, like Victor said, and I want you to invite all your friends and family and everyone around you to join us on this beautiful ride this morning. Patrick, how's it going?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. This is Patrick once again on the 1, the 2, the 3, the Awesome Radio. It's an amazing Saturday morning. As AY and Victor said, we have a great guest in the house. So I think it's going to be an amazing show. So let's take it away.
Yes. Yeah. So, drum roll, I have one of my favorite people on the show. What you guys don't know is when Pitt Perspectives was just an idea, I had a conversation with Dr. Herb. And he had, as always, very, very amazing stuff to, advise and point us. So in the building today, we have Dr. Herb Garizim. Dr. Herb, is a retired emergency physician at East Carolina University Health, ECU Health, right? Did I say it correctly?
Correct.
Yes, ECU Health. He's right now a senior officer at ECU Health Foundation. Like I said, he's a very, very well-respected healthcare leader. Good morning, Dr. Herb. Good morning.
Good morning, Victor.
Yes, I hope we're not getting on your nerves so much already.
Where did all that energy come from?
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it here. Yes, that's how we do it here every weekend. And it's buzzing in the chat. Zara Sempaya says, I'm here, the man with the juice indeed. Yes. Estola Mashedrak says, hi, everyone. Adeola says, hi, everyone. Ejika says, hey. Yes, as always, we're excited to have you here. And as always, it's going to be an amazing, amazing conversation. How's yours week been, Dr. Herb? How's your week?
Good. Went by really fast.
Oh, yeah?
We were in Greenville all week and was pretty busy. Lots going on, but it went well.
Oh, yeah, I know. Dr. Herb is a traveler. He does travel a lot.
My wife is a traveler, and I accompany her.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to look at it. Yes. And Dr. Herb has been married 41 years?
45.
Oh, 45. Wow. What's the secret? I'm trying to put you on the spot now, I guess.
To keeping a marriage for 45
Yeah.
years. So I think the key the two most important things in life, if you can get them, is to marry well and to sleep well.
Marry
And
well,
I have
sleep
been
well.
so blessed to have received those two things, and so I married just an absolutely wonderful woman.
Aw.
Yeah.
And so, and I suspect we'll be married for a whole bunch more years.
Okay, that's amazing, amazing. Yes, so Motayo says, Wagwan gang. Yes, Wagwan to you, Motayo, Ama Okore. Hi everyone, it's good to be here. All the way from Aba City,
Wow.
Nigeria. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Esther Olama Shedrack says, is Esther here again? Joining from Aba Storytelling Hangout. Yes, thank you for always engaging, guys. Thank you. Yes, how's you guys' week been? Yeah, before we have to go on a break.
I mean, it's just been a regular week for the most part.
Oh, yeah?
Doing research work and getting ready for the new semester.
All right. So, yes, you're still tuned into Awesome Radio, and this is still Pitt Perspectives. We'll be back right after the break. Don't touch that dial. Boom.
I'm Dr. Kyle Horner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome, awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome, awesome.
Yes, welcome back to Awesome Radio Network. Yes, this is Speed Perspectives. It's going down in the charts. Zara Empire says there's something about this doctor. His name is Herb, and he's a doctor. If I translate his name, it means Mborogo na Mkpaakwụkwọ. That's an Igbo Nigerian word of saying herbs and, like the plants, the medicinal plants. Yes, La Azuleta says, is there a way to turn up the output volume just a little? Yes, we'll be speaking into our mics, and let me know if you can hear us very loud and clear. Favor says, hello, I'm Simple from a Storytelling Hangout. All right, to all my Nigerians in the chat, let's do this. So, Dr. Herb is a honorary Nigerian chief, right? And his title is One the Number, the first of Greenville, the first of Eastern North Carolina. So, I've tried the best I can to translate what One the Number means and the story behind it and the whole concept of it. So, tell us in the chat if you're from Southeast Nigeria what One the Number means. If you know, let's see who gets the best or the closest or the most interesting interpretation. Let's do that. And Ama Okore says W Nigeria in the chat. Yes, W Nigeria in the chat. That's a Gen Z slang, actually. Yes. Yes. So first things first, as always, we'll bring you our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. Yes, where your journey to health begins. What do we have, guys?
I have the first news here, and it says parasitic illnesses cases rise in North Carolina.
Yes, health officials are investigating a nationwide outbreak of cyclosporiasis, a parasitic illness that has also been reported in Pitt County. The illness usually spreads through contaminated food or water, not from person to person, and health officials say the local case involved someone who had recently traveled outside the area. The most common symptoms is watery diarrhea along with stomach cramps, nausea, and fatigue. Officials recommend washing fresh fruits and vegetables well, practicing good hand washing, and getting tested if symptoms continue. They say simple food safety habits are the best way to protect yourself and your family. Yes, moving on.
We also have that Greenville is divided over the town common restaurant plan.
Yes, Greenville residents shared mixed opinions this week about a proposal to build a small restaurant or cafe at the town common. Supporters say it would make the park more enjoyable for families and visitors, while others believe the space should remain open for recreation or be used for features like a splash park, dog park, or food truck area. City leaders say the restaurant would be privately owned and would take up only a small part of the property, not the park itself. More public meetings are planned before any final decisions are made, giving residents another chance to share their ideas. Yes, moving on.
ECU Health and United Healthcare extend their deadline.
Yes, patients with United Healthcare Insurance will continue to have in-network access at ECU Health hospitals through early August, while both sides continue negotiating a new contract. Without an agreement, many patients could face higher healthcare costs if the hospitals go out of network. The extension gives both organizations more time to reach a long-term deal and helps prevent immediate disruptions to patient care. However, United Healthcare Medicaid members remain out of network during the ongoing negotiations. Yes, in our final news of the day, guys.
We have that Pitt County delays major fire department funding.
Yes, the Pitt County Board of Commissioners voted against giving $950,000 in immediate funding to the Farmville and Bethel fire departments. Instead, commissioners agreed to continue planning for a county-wide capital fund that will support fire departments in future budgets. Supporters of the funding said Farmville urgently needs help finishing a new fire station and Bethel needs a new fire truck. Others argued that a long-term funding plan would be fairer for all 20 fire service districts across Pitt County and provide more consistent support in the future. Yes, that's all we have for you today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Yes, special shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for always supporting these community conversations. Yes, in the charts. Yes, Esther Mashedrak says, one the number means a brother can be found in a foreign land, literally. Ejika says, one the number, a sibling in a strange land. It's a profound Igbo saying which makes Igbo people treat both hosts and visitors with utmost respect, care, and warmth. Ama Okore says, one the number means my brother or sister and relative in a foreign land. More to say, my blood in another land away from my own land. Okay. Yes. So it's a very profound
quite an
something. Yes. So yes, to the crux of the matter today on our community voices segment, you're treating something that's especially needed today. We are asking, what does it mean to live a healthy life? Yes, as we all know, health is about more than doctor visits and exercise. It also includes our daily habits, mental well-being, relationships, culture, and the choices we make every day. Yes. So today we have questions as always. When you hear the phrase healthy life, what's the first thing that comes to mind? When you hear the phrase healthy life, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Before we take it there,
Okay.
didn't we have to say something about
Oh,
the World Cup?
yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yes. It's probably Dr. Herb's, what's it called? Aura. Yeah, his aura is getting
Okay.
Yes. So actually the third place.
What Victor's trying to say that if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't remember that we had to. Okay,
But it's true though.
it's not. But
Yeah, so
I'm impressed.
okay. Okay. Well, hey, you have a savior today. So after today, you're back to factory settings. Yes. Omotayo says, okay, Ebero Zakalu says, to me, it embodies the very heart of the Igbo spirit. I am because we are. Patrick would say Ubuntu.
Muntu na Bantu.
Okay, yes. Omotayo says, one the number, Buruburu, one of North Carolina. Yes, that's the way to say that. One the number, Buruburu. Yes. So, yes, the World Cup. Have you all been watching the FIFA World Cup? I'm sad it's ending tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So, Dr. Herb, what's been your standout country you've been most impressed with?
Well, so all four of the finalists,
Okay.
Spain,
Mhm.
France,
France,
England, and
yeah.
Argentina were just very impressive all the way through the tournament.
Right.
Not being a big soccer person, I learned so much.
Oh, really?
Excuse me, by watching the tournament.
Right.
I couldn't have told you before what offsides is, and
Okay,
now I know
yeah.
it's a little bit of your finger caught on the VAR. It could be offside. And I didn't know the difference between a yellow card and a red card.
Okay.
And now I know that if you get two yellow
Yellow card,
cards, you're
yeah.
kicked out.
Yes.
Because it's the equivalent of a red card. And I also know that the amount of time they tack on the end is about as arbitrary as could be, and that even though the clock runs out, you can still keep playing.
Right, right.
So I've thoroughly enjoyed it,
That's
and
amazing.
I'm ready for a prediction.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay, amazing. So drum roll, we're gonna get Dr. Herb's predictions, and we'll see you to Gen Z and then AY. So today is the third place, the bronze final between
It
England.
doesn't count.
Well, yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
It doesn't- I think they should scrap that
I
thing.
don't
Yeah.
think so.
It's a waste of time.
Not
Nah.
necessary. It's yeah.
Just the third place.
So
match.
could it be like
Who
an
cares?
American thing? Do you all have like third place, like bronze type matches for y'all's game like this, or is it just winner takes it all?
Well, so the winners of today's games will be the number 2 and the number 3
I think-
losers.
Yes.
So tomorrow we will find out who the number
winner
1
and the
loser
number
is.
2. Oh yeah.
And the
yeah,
winner.
I
So
see.
winner, number 1 loser, number
Yeah,
2
yeah.
loser, number 3 loser. So
That's kind of a very
Just like saying first runner.
yeah.
second
That's a
runner.
very interesting
It's
way to
being
look at it.
facetious, it's
Yeah,
being
that's a very
facetious.
interesting way to look at
But
it.
we don't need a game to determine who the losers are. I mean,
Wow. I mean, if I was from France or England, I'd be heartbroken just hearing you say
Because
that.
if
but-
you watch the
Vive
UEFA
la
Champions
France.
League, they don't have. There's no third place in the Champions League, and it makes sense. Like
yeah, there's one.
I mean, it's a league though. Champions League. When you say, I mean, okay, it's a tournament,
it's,
but
you
it's
get
different,
that's
yeah.
knockout stages, so it's
Right.
not like the actual league. I don't
mean,
think
with
it
this
makes any
being a
sense, really.
country type stuff,
It
you
doesn't
would-
matter. Why do we have third place?
I'm not watching it.
I mean, it's
I've
just my
watched all
opinion,
the
though.
other stuff.
But it will be a good game though. These are two, and it's entertainment.
And
too.
another reason why I think it's a waste
Meaningless.
of time is because
Wow.
the players themselves who were actually hoping they will make it to the final, now they are devastated to the fact that they are not playing in the finals,
Right.
and now
Yeah.
they have to
Don't
play
risk
some,
getting hurt.
some funny game.
Interested. Yes, we're still live on Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives. We'll be back right after the break.
Owning your own home or purchasing another one is not as complicated as it may seem in today's time. You are invited to a free homeowners seminar Saturday, July 18th, beginning 11 o'clock a.m. in Washington at 801 West 5th Street. I am a first-time home buyer, so do I really need a down payment? Or is there a special program out there for me? Well, this free homeowners seminar with Realtor Janessa Tetterton of Phantom Realty will explain the home buying process and will prepare us for home ownership. Let Janessa know to save you a seat at this free homeowners seminar. Register today by calling or texting 252-402-5891. That's Saturday, July 18th, beginning 11 o'clock a.m. in Washington at 801 West 5th Street. Free refreshments provided by sponsor Redemption Tabernacle Church, Bishop Dr. C.E. Tetterton, and Honorary Mother Tetterton. 252-402-5891.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
I like that music.
Yes, welcome back to Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, we are a global stage for local stories, and we have the incredible Dr. Herb Garrison, Senior Officer at ECU Health Foundation, with us today. Yes, amazing. So before we get to the predictions, Ihuka says because the Champions League is a league football. I thought so, but it's not
It's
entirely
not-
like
in
a
fa-
league.
In fact, until
too.
maybe the last 2 seasons, it was
Yeah.
purely like a
Tournament.
World
I mean,
Cup
I
is
think
set
it's
up.
still
They
They just
tournament.
introduced the
too,
league
yeah.
phase
Did
to
go
it,
through
and they
the
still
Right.
have
Yeah.
they still have the knockout stages. So
Yes, they do.
Right. So Neto Nared says, one net the number, the title means I don't have to watch my back when you
I
are
like
around.
that.
Okay, interesting. Educa says the third place is a funny stage. The winners of the third place celebrates while the loser of the final match cries.
That's a really good point.
Oh yeah, interesting way to put it actually. But I think it also provides more entertainment. I think it also
just an extra
gave
bit.
some consolation
to
too.
make some money for
Yeah.
FIFA.
I mean,
Yes.
well, yeah, there is that too. So, do you all remember your predictions at the start of the World Cup when we had a
Yes.
video?
Yes.
Yes.
What's yours? Remember?
My prediction was that either
I'll go
France,
back to the video.
Yes, yes. My
okay.
prediction was that France or Argentina was gonna win it, and I had France.
No,
Argentina.
the projection was top 3 now.
Yes,
Yes.
top 3.
We didn't say who was going to win it.
I did actually.
No,
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 we
he
did
said
not.
top 3 was
We
top
said
three,
top
no.
We
3.
didn't.
Yeah, no,
No,
no.
well,
you see,
I-
that's
I-
how
I'm looking
he,
it up in your
yeah,
head.
that's how he does always.
But I had Spain, Argentina, and France.
Okay.
Do you remember yours?
Yes, I had Portugal, France, and Spain. Yeah.
So I remember I said France. I know I didn't
You
say
said,
Argentina.
you said Morocco.
Yeah, I said Morocco.
You said England.
Yes,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll remember mine too. Yes, that's how interesting
No, but I mean,
these guys are.
we all kind of were close.
All
so
right.
the only people who still have their predictions in the final is
Yes, I have the most in the final. I have
so you
two
have
teams in the
Spain.
I mean, it's a
and
fluke
Argentina,
though.
that
It's
makes
not
sense.
like he has some crystal ball. Or
final. Yes,
Well, I mean, looking at the teams going up into the World Cup, you could tell which teams were ready for the World Cup. I mean,
nah,
that-
the World Cup was very
Pl-
interesting.
player-
You couldn't really like put a foot down on what teams were gonna make it.
Did you see any of the Cape Verde games?
Cape
Yeah.
Verde, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
that's my
Yeah.
they really
That was the biggest
impressed,
shocker. Yeah.
Both Argentina and Spain played them, and they held them to a draw the entire 90 minutes.
Yes.
All right, so we get to the prediction in a bit. I think Muchendu has a very interesting thing he said. The title honored in Amba literally means a brother in a foreign land, but in Igbo culture, it means much more than that. It isn't simply a title someone receives, it's a responsibility to accept. Yes. Hello, everyone. Ebube here, joining from our Storytelling Hangout. Among the Igbo people, we believe that no one succeeds alone. Our communities have always been built on trust, reciprocity, and the understanding that wherever an Igbo person goes, they should never truly be alone. Amazing,
We're
amazing
gonna
stuff.
talk about that.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing stuff. Yes. So these are the Igbos of Nigeria represented in the charts. Yeah. So one net the number is a big, big, big deal. So yes, predictions, Dr. Herb. Let's see.
So I like the idea of a dynasty.
Oh, okay.
Which that would mean that Messi and Argentina would win, and I like the idea of a GOAT. And Messi surely is a GOAT. But I'm going to be watching the match on the pitch.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to be there. I'm
Okay,
not gonna be
yeah,
in New
yeah,
York.
'cause
No,
that
on
sounded
TV.
like-
It'll be a
yeah.
big screen TV.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm going to be watching it with a woman who was raised in Spain,
Okay.
and her son plays
Plays?
soccer in Spain.
Hmm.
So I don't have a choice. I have to go with
Spain?
Spain, and plus Spain is just looks so good.
Yeah,
the
Spain.
whole
I think
World
they've only
Cup.
considered one
The thing
considered
is,
one goal.
Yeah, to be honest, when I watch Spain, I don't feel like they're dangerous. Like, because
Yeah.
they're so slow
Yeah.
and
Argentina is dangerous. Though.
yeah, Argentina is. They also don't look dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
they also don't look dangerous.
But
Like,
they
it
know
just
how to come
happens like
back and
that.
win, though. They know
Yeah,
how
they've
to
had
come back.
more
They
than
do.
up to
They've-
3 comeback wins. Too.
They're the
So,
kings
but I
of
mean, there is the
three.
part where they played. I mean, they've played very. They played Cape Verde. I mean, which is I'm not trying to put them down, but Cape Verde,
Oh,
Argentina.
yeah, they didn't play.
Yeah.
They played Egypt.
They played England.
They played
England is probably the only big team they've played.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
between the
but-
two of them, Spain probably had the more tougher
Yeah,
opponents
obviously.
getting into the final.
Obviously,
you
What
know.
did Spain have?
they had at least they had Portugal for one.
They had
Portugal is not. This not.
You
They
say
did not
Portugal is
perform
not what?
well. They
It's
didn't
not
perform
what?
well at this
But I
World
mean,
Cup.
there's still a big deal. They won the Nations League last time, though.
Yeah,
But did you see
beating
the
the
way they
same Spain in the
performed?
finals.
I mean, it's a different. I see what they have. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in the
He
GOAT
was-
conversation. Though.
Let's not waste time. They did not like. They did not have.
Yeah,
their
that's a
performances
Gen
were
Z thing.
horrible.
I mean, everybody agrees, but
They have the best three
they,
midfielders
they
in
had
the
they
world.
had a bad tournament.
Yes.
no doubt. But you
Yeah.
can't push them aside. This same Portugal you're talking about almost sent Spain home
right.
because they
Lots
dragged
of
them to like 83 minutes or what before Spain eventually got a goal.
That's true.
So you can't just say push them off. They're a big team. They won the Nations League, beating Spain in the finals.
That is true.
Who's the guy from Portugal? What's his name?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. People say that if Ronaldo, who is sort of a semi-goat, if he
Thank you. I actually like that. Yeah.
if he
I know, I agree with
hadn't
that,
played,
that's
they would have done better.
Yes, that's
So AY
Nah,
would get very
I don't agree with that.
I said it.
I think the
You
entire
ever-
team, the team is themselves, they should be ashamed of themselves because going into the World Cup, their midfield setup is like the best on paper because they have some of the best midfielders in the world. And then we watch the games, and these same midfielders are not doing anything. The same Bruno Fernandes, for example, who just broke the assist record in the Premier League, having 21 assists, highest ever in history, got to the World Cup and was doing back passes. Like, what are you doing? You have some of the, like, arguably the best header in football history in your box, and you cannot throw in a single cross. It doesn't make sense.
I think the challenge is they haven't played, together for a long time.
Also, my thinking of that is with Argentina, everybody sort of sublimates themselves for Messi.
Argentina.
Messi.
Yeah.
They play with so much heart for him.
Did you see those 2 assists he did?
Yeah,
in
he
the
was.
last game?
Yeah, he was
Oh
such
my
a.
goodness.
So unlike I think man to man, Portugal has more stars in their team than Argentina.
Yes.
But
I
At
think
least in their midfield, yes.
big egos. I mean, Nuno Mendes is. I mean,
Bro,
Yeah.
Portugal has big players
I
in
mean,
every position.
in every
Yes, yes.
position.
There's no
actually.
big. The only
Right.
person that you could argue
Their
is not a big
wings,
player
I don't
is
like
the
that. Their
goalkeeper.
wings is like.
Why are we talking
Funny enough,
about
their,
Portugal?
their goalkeeper was
What,
actually
is Portugal in
very
the consolation
impressive.
game?
No,
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 he's
Are they in the
he's a
championship
he's a big
game?
Portugal.
Yeah, he's
There's nothing wrong with
We're doing this
Portugal,
to
but-
console him. Like,
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
No, I was very
Congratulations.
disappointed.
Interesting.
Terrible performance.
All right, let's see.
What were y'all's picks? I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
mine is Argentina.
Argentina.
Yes, because Messi is the goat.
So, I mean, I just love the game, but I mean, so no country has won back-to-back World Cups since
Yes,
Brazil.
that's the idea.
So you're
Yeah,
wanting
long
a
time.
dynasty. You're going for a dynasty.
Nah, I mean, I feel like we still need to keep that.
Honestly, I don't mind Lamine Yamal winning his first World Cup because he's impressed me. Like,
Did you see
Right.
the picture of Messi holding
Yeah.
him
yes,
as a baby?
it-
Oh
yeah.
my
Is
So
that
we can-
picture real?
It
It
is.
is.
It's for a
Yeah, they
UNICEF.
said it was real.
thing.
They even
Yeah,
had
it's
like
for
a
a
news
UNICEF
thing.
thing.
Like Lamine Yamal was randomly picked for Messi to bathe the baby, and he's the one. Like randomly out of a
I
crowd.
thought it
of-
was
yeah.
AI generated.
No,
No,
it's been
it's
around
real.
way before this World
Yes.
Cup, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, I've been seeing it around.
And the
obviously,
interesting thing is there's all these conspiracies about 19 and all. Cause
Yes,
the dude
because
won
yeah,
19
he was
in
19. He's
Barcelona.
turning 19.
Yeah,
the
it's a
tournament is
whole-
on the 19th, so it's a whole.
All right, let's see what the chat is saying. The chat is it's going off. All right. Okay, Uchendu, let me just start out with you. Wherever I go in the world, someone should feel safer, stronger, and less alone because I was there. Yes, good stuff. Ejika says Spain has been subtly dangerous throughout the tournament. Argentina has always played fiercely. They've always struggled at some point. They've somewhat struggled at some point in the tournament.
Now the
Zara
interest-
Sempaya
Wait. Now the interesting comment, please go.
Sarah Zamba said, I watched that video. Victor picked Morocco and USA. Can you imagine? Hey, man, we need this green card too. So I was trying to get to
No,
it.
but the US team was impressive. I can't
amazing.
even
Yeah,
deny it. Like,
until the whole
nobody
Medellin,
expected they
yeah.
were going to go that far. They
We
were
don't have
really-
enough time to talk about all
And
Well,
they actually
yeah,
played
that part
well.
too.
They actually not just
Yeah.
winning the games, but actually played well. That's like the part that impressed me the most.
Yeah, so we'll get Portugal kind of flopped with the world-class players. They struggle. Sadly, my goat, Ronaldo, lost out. Yes, AY would like you. Omotayo, the culture shock that Dr. Herb and other Americans find soccer strange is actually funny. I saw a movie about American football, and I found it totally strange. Interesting. Glad this World Cup is here for cultural integration. Yes, we're glad too. All right.
I'll tell you what I like about soccer.
Okay.
though, Is that the American games, just in general, can seem to go on forever. But once they start that clock, it
Yes,
doesn't stop.
that's-
And even if they add time, it's just a few minutes.
Interesting. Yes, awesome radio back after the break.
Join our team of totally awesome volunteers. When you volunteer into the Awesome Radio Network family, you are valued and appreciated. Are you retired? Do you need something rewarding to do? Do you need community hours? We can be reached at 252-756-3137. We have several volunteer opportunities readily available for you to choose from. Awesome Radio Network is seeking self-motivated and positive volunteers who may be interested in learning how we do radio and community events. Visit our website to learn more, awesomeradionetwork.org. or reach us at 252-756-3137. Disclaimer: we vet our volunteers and reserve all rights to mutually accept or refuse.
I give his
Yeah. Okay. All right. Welcome back.
Oh my God, we got.
All right. Yes. Welcome back. This is Awesome Radio. And this is Pitt Perspectives. It's been an amazing conversation. AY, so prediction:
Spain.
Spain,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It depends. I don't
Oh,
mind
Spain.
whoever.
You can't
You can't
Argentina.
equivocate.
Just-
You can't equivocate.
Well, okay. So make up your mind.
Argentina.
I'd say Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, I'll say Spain. Yes. All right. So, on our Community Voices segment today, the crux of the matter we are talking about, what does it mean? What does it really mean to live a healthy life? Health is about more than doctor visits and exercise. It's also about our daily habits, mental well-being, relationships, culture, and the choices we make every day. So, we have 3 questions as always. When you hear the phrase healthy life, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And the second one is, what's one habit, tradition, or practice that helps you stay healthy where you live? And the third one is, do you think people today are healthier than previous generations? Why or why not? So I'll take them again. When you hear the phrase healthy life, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And then what's one habit, tradition, or practice that helps you stay healthy where you live? And then the third one, do you think people today are healthier than previous generations? Why or why not? So our phone lines are open 252-756-2008. And you can also leave your perspectives in the chat. And you can also email us at hello.pitperspectives@gmail.com. So, as you all know, I get tired of hearing from AY and Patrick, because I'm stuck with them every weekend. So I'm glad we have a guest too. So Dr. Herb, we'll start from you. You've been at this for longer than I've probably been around. So when you hear the phrase healthy life, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to most people's mind is health, is the absence of disease. But there's no human body that's actually ever always absent of disease. So let's take coronary artery disease, which is the little plaques that form in your arteries that go to your heart.
Right.
Those plaques start forming at a really, really early age.
Right.
And so you could say, well, I'm very healthy and I don't have any disease because I don't have any disease. And yet there are already insidious little diseases that are starting to take place in your body.
Wow.
So if you use the definition, health is the absence of disease.
Right.
It's not right.
That is interesting. Now I'm scared. So you mean like the plaques, it's like progressive? Oh, wow.
So, and part of it is genetic. So if you have the genes,
Right.
So me, for example, my grandfather and my dad, they both had plaque forming in their arteries, and I have it, and I probably had it starting when I was a teenager or before.
Wow.
Even though I felt healthy, could run, no issues, still no issues, but it's there.
That
And
is
so
interesting.
I don't have, even though I feel healthy, I don't have an absence of disease.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think you can say health is the absence of disease, because we
Interesting.
all have disease and we all get colds and viruses
Right.
and stuff like that. So my definition is that the sort of 4 dimensions of living that are really important
Okay, 4 dimensions.
4 dimensions.
Okay.
are optimized, that you've optimized those 4 dimensions. And the 4 dimensions I get from this book, which I think is a fabulous book.
Okay,
It's
7.
Stephen R. Covey's
Mm-hmm.
The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So
Right.
in my library at home, I have about 1,200 books, maybe more than that.
1,200 books.
200 on leadership.
Mm-hmm.
This is number 1.
Oh, okay.
This is the number 1 book that I think everyone should lead. If you said, I want to be effective, I want to be a really good
Right.
leader, I want to be productive, this is the one to read. And so those 4 dimensions are physical,
Right. Okay.
spiritual,
Spiritual.
social, also you could say emotional and
Right.
mental. But I would take them in this order. Physical, spiritual, mental, social, emotional. Those 4 dimensions. And if you're optimizing, meaning if you're doing as best you can in those 4 dimensions, then you're going to be the healthiest you could be.
That is amazing. So,
And we can break down each one of those.
yes, we
dimensions.
will in a minute. Abide and Pray always says in the chat, Dr. Herb talked about sleep early in the show when you talked about, your wife marrying well and getting sleep. I want to hear more because motivational speakers say we shouldn't sleep much. That's a very interesting thing.
That's a great question.
Yeah. And then Eberos Okalu goes on to say, question for Dr. Herb. What health challenge worries you most about younger generations? So, I don't know, you could take it any way you want. We'll still get back to the 4, but we'll try as much as possible to engage with the chat. So, the sleep part, it's fundamental to these 4?
So it's a great question because you do hear motivational speakers and they sort of emphasize the carpe diem thing, which is
seize
seize the day.
Yeah.
And they say you can sleep when you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they say there's a lot
Yeah.
of time to sleep in that
So
grave.
you hear
Yeah.
that too. I thought it was only an African motivational speaker thing.
No.
Okay.
But
This one's the lane work now.
Wow.
but if you're going to be really good, and so this is how Covey frames it,
Right.
is that so the 7th habit is sharpen the saw.
Okay.
And so he talks about this guy coming along in a jungle, and he sees this guy cutting down a tree, and he says,
Right.
"How's it going?" And Abraham Lincoln told this story also, and he says, "Well, I'm trying to cut this tree down." "Well, how long you been going?" "Well, I've been going for hours." "Well, have you sharpened your saw?"
Right.
"Well, no, I don't have time to sharpen my saw. I've got to cut this tree
Oh.
down." And he can't get the tree cut down because he's too busy sharpening his saw. So his point is, you got to take the time to sharpen the saw. And what people who study human physiology now know is that the recovery you get when you sleep is critical to you being optimally effective. Like if you want to be really good at what you're trying to do, don't do it sleepless.
Oh, I
because you want to
see.
be really good at doing it. And people who, it is, it's tough for, we now are in this 24-hour society, and
Yeah.
and somebody has to work the overnight shift, but those
Right.
people tend to have more health issues,
Right.
diabetes and
Right.
things like that, overweight, and so I think it's a dilemma of our time in that, okay, we want all these services to be there 24/7,
Right.
but we also need for everyone to get the sleep they need.
So how many hours of sleep is ideal?
For you?
I mean, does it differ with age?
Well, that's the most important point is that
Okay.
as you get older, well, so when you're young, you can like push through no sleep. But what I've noticed as you get older, you really need the sleep that you need. You have to get it. But we hear this number 8 hours, and I think it's more individualistic though. For you,
8 hours. Okay.
yours is 7.87
Okay.
for you.
7
I want you to use a timer on that.
That is interesting.
No, but probably 6, 7, 8, and the importance is if it can be uninterrupted. And you
okay.
want, the important part of sleep is your REM time,
Okay.
which is REM, REM stands for rapid eye movement, and you want to get as much REM time as you can. And so there are things you can do to make sure you get REM time. So, for example, when you drink alcohol, you're hungover, and you're hungover for 2 basic reasons. One is alcohol dehydrates you, and we can
Okay.
go into how it dehydrates you.
Right.
Because it doesn't make sense that you're drinking all this liquid and yet you're dehydrated.
Right.
But it also interrupts your REM time.
Okay.
So you say, golly, I got drunk and then I slept for 10 hours and I wake up and I'm hungover. Why is that? Well, because of the alcohol in your body, it interrupted your rapid eye movements. And
Wow.
you didn't get as good of hygienic sleep as you really needed.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
So 7.87
For you. That's if you get 7.87 hours of really good sleep every night, you've accomplished a lot, but you may actually do more.
That is
I think
interesting.
my follow-up question to that would be, for the REM time, like how long should that take?
And please correct me if I'm wrong. REM time, well, in theory, kicks in an hour after going to sleep, right?
It
But it
depends.
depends, yeah.
And I'm not a sleep
Because this
expert.
is from basic, psych class that every freshman takes. Psych
Right,
101.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So the phone has been going off. Let's see who's on the line. Let's go. Yeah. Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Who do you have on the line?
Good morning. This is Ade.
Ade. Come on, one time for Ade. All right. Let's go. Good morning, Ade. Where are you calling us from this morning?
She said it.
I'm from Abia State.
Abia State. Wow, Abia
Wow.
State is in Nigeria. All right, one time for Abia State.
What time is it in Nigeria?
Yeah. So Dr. Herb is asking, what time is it in Nigeria right now? Where you at?
This is 2:41 p.m.
2:41 p.m.
Yeah.
In the afternoon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yes, Ade, you've been listening to the conversation. What's your perspective?
As for the first question, the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word living healthy
Yeah.
is actually balance.
Balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balance is the first thing that comes to my mind, and it's basically not just about eating salad, going to the gym, and all of that. It's living a life where your body, your mind, your habits works together to help you thrive, right? It's beyond just eating the 6 classes of food and then going to the gym to exercise and all. Yeah, so it's basically balancing the whole of everything you do together.
Right.
So it's an excellent point. So when I was leaving the house, my wife, who is also a physician,
Yes.
she said, "What are you going to talk about today?" So I sort of told her a little bit, and then she said, "I only have one word to say to you: balance."
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Exactly what she said.
Look at that.
So she must have known this question was coming. So it's an excellent
Oh,
point.
wow.
And you don't want to, like, and Covey talks about this in his book, is
Right.
you don't want to be centered on just one thing.
Right.
So you don't want to be just physical exercise.
Just sleeping.
You got to think about these other dimensions
Right.
also.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't be just work. You also have to sharpen the saw. So her point is just excellent. Balance is
That's
a great word.
interesting. So are they, before we let you go, do you have any questions for Dr. Herb?
No, not yet. I just want to the top question, that particular question where you asked
Yeah, do you think people today are healthier than...
our generation.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just a few points on that. I don't think I'm allowed.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
I think we
lost
probably
connection,
lost connection.
Yeah.
Ade, if you
thank you.
can,
It's
yes.
a long way from Nigeria.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, you can put it in the charts too. It's been going off in the charts. Someone says Lazaleta said excellent book to the 7 habits of highly
The 7 habits of highly effective people.
highly effective.
What's crazy
people.
is I actually had this book in 12th grade.
You never read it,
I mean, I did, but I never finished it because I was so
Bro.
busy with final exams.
bro.
Yeah.
He was too busy.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Interesting.
All I remember, I think, is that highly effective people do the same thing as regular people, but they just do it at like a more controlled pace. Like they take things slower. It's just like it's not too nuanced. Like
Well,
it's not,
Is that true?
What he would say is if you incorporate these habits. So
Yeah.
be proactive. Begin with
You
the
see?
end in mind.
Right.
Seek
That's
first
not
to
what-
understand,
that's not
then
what
to
you
be
said.
understood.
That's what I said.
I think it's both.
It is,
both
yeah.
and.
I've read. I'm not lying. If I call my brother right now in my bookshelf, this book is there.
I mean,
It's
I can't
crazy.
tell, so it's fine.
No, seriously.
It's like all right. Let's get to the chat. All right. Uchendu and Junior, I've come to believe that a healthy life isn't just about living longer, but living well. You can be physically fit yet emotionally drained or socially isolated. Real health is when your body, mind, relationships, and purpose are in harmony. Agreed. Yes.
Just
All right. Excellent book, as letter says. Esther Lama Shedrack says, according to health psychologists, being healthy encompasses all aspects of life. The term for it is biopsychosocial model of health. Okay, that's a new word for me. Zara's Empire, we often reduce health to hospitals and medication, but health actually begins long before someone gets sick. It starts with the choices we make every day, the food we eat, the people around us, how we manage
Excellent
stress.
point.
All right. Even the stories we tell ourselves. Ejika says, first thing that comes to mind about healthy life is simply a state of physical fitness and mental well-being, like Dr. Herb pointed out in the 4 dimensions, physically and mentally. As the letter says, sleep quality is a big factor in your immune system. Is that true? Oh,
Absolutely,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Esther Lama Shedrack, where health is seen from the biological aspects, psychological aspects, behavioral and social aspects. That means if you're free of sickness but is depressed, you are not totally healthy.
Exactly.
All right. Neto Narrate says, in your years as an emergency physician, what lifestyle habit could have prevented the highest number of patients from ending up in the emergency room?
I think it's 2 answers. Well,
Okay.
there's lots of answers because I saw lots and lots of patients
I
in the
can
course of my
imagine.
career. Probably not drinking.
Oh, really?
Is not drinking too much and not being drunk.
Not drinking too much, yeah? Okay.
And because there's lots of people that have misadventures because they're totally disinhibited because of the alcohol.
Right.
I would also say if you go to bed at 10 o'clock in the evening,
Yeah.
you're less likely to end up in my emergency room at 2 o'clock in the morning with me leaning over you, sewing you up.
Oh, really?
So don't drink and get to bed. And then, but probably the biggest thing, because we see lots of heart attacks and strokes and things like that, and that's exercising and nutrition.
Okay.
To make sure your weight is a good, healthy weight,
Right.
and that you're getting plenty of exercise.
Well, I'm taking notes for sure.
yeah.
Yes. My question, Rex, says, is there one misconception about healthy living that you wish everyone would stop believing?
Wow, that's a really hard question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they could write back and say what misconception did they have in
Okay.
mind.
Yes, Rex.
I would say some people would argue that counting calories is not as good as paying attention to what you're eating. Like if you eat 2,000 calories a day of nothing but ultra processed food,
Right.
that's probably not as good. But that's debatable. There are some people that are, watch your calories. There are other people that say just watch what you eat.
Right.
So that's a
So,
great question. Though.
interesting. Yes, we don't have so much time to get to all the phone calls. Please, you can drop your perspective in the chat, but I really wanted to get your view because the last caller mentioned, do you think people today are healthier than previous generations? Why or why not?
I think in general the answer is yes, and the
Oh, okay.
reason is because longevity has increased. So people are living longer
Longer.
than they ever
Okay.
had. If you the more you go back in time, so you can actually, as time goes by, you can watch the longevity or how long people are living has
Right.
gone up.
Okay.
Now, is it sort of plateaued, which is not a good thing? The answer is yes.
Okay.
And part of that has to do with the obesity epidemic and things like that.
Processed foods and
Ultra processed foods are the worst thing you could do diet wise.
Okay.
So anything that's ultra processed,
And these
which
include-
is stuff I love, like potato chips.
Oh,
and-
you really? Oh, okay.
I mean, I love all that processed food, like going to the fast food place.
Right.
All of that's bad for you.
Right.
If you could eat, so it's interesting. You look at the grocery store and
Right.
how everything in the middle is all the ultra processed food.
Mm.
The sodas, the potato chips, all the stuff on the outside, which would be the meats and the produce. That's where you want to spend your time.
Right. So is it true to say that eating healthy is more expensive than eating processed food?
In a way, it is. You know, you can go to and spend $100
Right.
at a very fancy restaurant for a very healthy,
Okay.
unprocessed meal, or you can go to McDonald's and spend $10 and get the same number of calories.
Oh.
So in terms of number of calories,
Right.
and so it is, it's not more expensive to eat healthy
Okay.
because the produce actually doesn't cost that much, but it's easier to eat unhealthy.
It's easier to eat. Oh, that is interesting. So, yeah,
I
you
think
want to say something?
No, I mean, it was a question in my head, but I don't think we'll have enough time to go into. It was I wanted to ask about the GMO seed thing, but I don't think we have enough time.
So you can start, and then
to
when it
go
gets to
into
10
that.
seconds, we can. What do you think?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask. I mean, we've heard a lot of different sides. Some have said GMO seeds are not healthy. Some have said no, it's fine.
GMO seeds.
That's
Yeah.
genetically modified stuff.
Yes. That's some people have said no, it's okay to it doesn't
Yeah.
affect your health. It just affects the seed and the planting and. You know.
I really don't have the expertise to answer.
Oh,
that
okay.
question.
That's a very, I guess, educated thing to say. Yes, this is still Awesome Radio, and this is Stupid Perspectives. We'll come back right after the break. Don't touch that dial.
Do you have documents that need to be notarized? We provide notary services by appointment 252-756-3137.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back to Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here to the rest of the world. Yes, and we've had the incredible Dr. Herb Garizane talking about what it truly means to live a healthy life, and it's going down in the chat. Please, if you can't get us on the phone, feel free to drop your perspective on the chat. We're running out of time, so would like to hear him talk some more, So Ebero Zokalo is asking, how much responsibility should governments? So I'll just read out all the questions and then you can tackle it any which way. How much responsibility should governments and communities share in helping people live healthy lives? And then Uchendu Njonye asked, if you could redesign healthcare from the ground up, what would you do first?
Wow, really hard question.
Yes, it is.
So I think we all have an obligation to help each other
Oh, okay.
and to teach each other and to guide each other, and including our support systems. So the government is a support system. Our communities are support systems.
Right.
And I think individuals have a lot to do with their own health,
Right.
but it helps to know what to know. So, for example, this program today is a community service
Right.
to help educate people on what works to
Right.
keep you healthier.
Right.
In terms of if you could design the healthcare system from the groundwork, what would you do? Whew, we could spend a few days
Oh,
talking about that
Okay.
question and the sort of challenges with our current healthcare system. And if we got started on that, I think it'd be hard to finish.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of the reasons I liked working in the emergency department is I didn't have to worry about payment. In other words, I could just take care of the patient that was in front of me. Somebody had to worry about payment because somebody has to pay for those lights and the air condition
I
and the
see.
medicines we're given and stuff like that. But it was nice to be able to work in a place where I just could focus on the patient.
That is interesting. All right. La Azuleta says, I think eating healthy upfront is more expensive in the immediate sense. However, in the long term, the cost of care to treat the results of an unhealthy diet is much more expensive.
That's an excellent way. That's
Oh, yeah?
exactly right.
That is interesting. But I think if there is anything I take away from from this whole interesting conversation, is the earlier point you made about how we're all carrying something, and I've had people say things like, you can't outrun your gene. Is
You
that
can't
true?
outrun your genes, but you can do things that help you adapt to your genes. So if you said,
okay.
my genes make me have clogging of the arteries. That was the
Right.
example we used.
Right.
There's all kind of medicines you can use to reduce your cholesterol, which reduces how much clogging
Right.
of the artery occurs,
Right.
how much plaque buildup there is. And so, in Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the number one first habit, number one to the number, habit is be proactive. And so don't just react and say, oh, I've got, and get down in the dumps. I've got, genetic disease. Say, okay, what can I do about it to improve that situation
Wow.
in a proactive way?
Interesting. So, I mean, you can get to this. And Kechi Promise says, how much do social media and smartphones contribute to declining physical and mental health? I remember I asked you earlier.
So I think they contribute a lot.
Okay.
And not the smartphones per se, but one of the points that Covey makes is people graduate and then they just, in the past, used to go watch TV, and now they just spend time looking at social media.
Oh, okay.
There is no return.
On it.
Except you find out what's going on in the world. But
Right.
there's no return on the investment of all that time sink of looking at social media posts. You get to find out some stuff and it's interesting, but you should limit your time. You should say, okay, I think it's a good entertainment thing and it helps me keep up, but I'm not going to spend hours every day looking at social media posts. Because
Right.
what happens is you go down some rabbit hole and then
Yeah.
you say, what happened to my day? And now you've totally wasted a day. And
That
you've
is-
not developed one of the dimensions, which is the mental dimension. The way you develop the mental dimension is to read,
Oh, okay.
not look at social media. Read and write. That develops the mental for your spiritual thing. You should meditate and pray, figure out what your values are.
Right.
And then on the social, emotional, be part of a community that, and figure out what your values are in terms of making the world a better place to live. We all have an obligation to do our part to make the world a better place to live. I think that's why God put us on this earth.
Amazing. Amazing. I think you could be a minister too, you know.
Now I've gone from preaching to meddling if I do that. I'm afraid.
Yeah, because I've read some of your devotionals. I mean, it's amazing, especially how you tell stories from like the past. You know.
Well,
it's-
so if you're writing,
right.
you want to tell a story to capture the person's heart,
Oh,
and then you tell the facts that allow them to learn something from
logically.
it.
That makes
But
sense.
people don't just want to read a bunch of facts. They want their heart touched, and then they'll pay attention to what you're saying.
That is amazing. Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Help, for it's been an amazing. I think this is one for the books.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I know you have a very busy calendar, but hopefully you can join us sometime on the video podcast because I mean, I'm very, very excited.
I have to talk to my agent.
Oh, yeah. yes. I mean, Dr. Help has always been amazing, always been supportive, and I remember he gave me an advice I still have written somewhere when I was going through stuff, and he said, press on. Yes, I still have that on, written with the exclamation mark, press on. So, whatever you're going through, press on.
Yeah.
That's an amazing stuff. It's been an amazing time today. We didn't have time to get to our community events, upcoming community events, but it's been a truly amazing show today. We'll still be here. Yes, Zara Semper says, thank you, Dr. Herb. This has been an amazing one. Yes, we're trying to have him talk to his agent, and you'll be able to see him some more on the video podcast. But thank you from all of us. I will see you here next week, same time, same station, Awesome Radio. This is Speak Perspective signing out. Have a blessed week, everybody, y'all.